Hey guys, so today we're going to cover this error, how to solve these missing functions, SOFTMAX, etc. It's actually the same method, the same way to solve this for every function. So let's get started. So before delving into how to solve this problem, let's first take a look at these libraries. And of course, if you already know about them, then you can directly skip to the next sections. So starting by this, ESP TFlite Micro is simply TensorFlow Lite for ESP microcontroller, which is a part of this generalized repository provided by TensorFlow, which is TensorFlow Lite for microcontrollers. So this one is more generalized and it contains much more information. However, if you're only working with ESP, then you don't need to use this one. It's pointless and it's just extra memory. So yeah, you just need to work with this. So this library contains 3 examples, which are hello world, person detection, and micro speech. And hello world is the simplest one. It is linear regression, I suppose, for predicting the sinusoidal value for a given input. So it's the simplest one among the 3. However, in this repository of ESP, we'll only find the C codes. Like I told you earlier, only what concerns the ESP32. So if you want to check the Python codes for training, you need to go to the generalized repository of TensorFlow Lite for microcontrollers, and you can find it in this path, this one. And the reason why you end up having this error is because you're working with the hello world example, which is the simplest one, because it's the simplest and you want to customize it based on your needs and your model. So you take this one, which is a linear regression, and you use it with your model that is probably classification. So some functions might be missing, such as sigmoid or softmax, whatever. Let's first follow the steps provided by this repo. Let's first try to install the component and build an example. I created my project and now I'm going to follow those steps. By the way, don't forget your IDF terminal. Don't use the regular one. Let's start by the first one. Well, in my case it's giving errors because it's already present there, so it's not a big deal. Let's go for the second command. Well, we have to change the name, so and now it's giving exactly the same folder, so it's successful. Yeah. To avoid this error while building your project, just open a new window with your Hello World project instead of the previous one. Now that we successfully built the project, it took forever to build, so now let's just flash it. Alright, now let's just monitor. As you can notice, this is the value and here's the corresponding sinusoidal output. So it's working. Everything is alright. The next step is to change the model. Changing this model that predicts sinusoidal output, and we replace it by our own model. Now it depends for you. In my case, I'm working with a multi-class classification, so it's going to need SOFTMAX function, of course. So we're going to do just going to change this data and replace it by our own model, and also don't forget to change the length. And when you change this length, don't forget to change this as well, because this tensor arena size means how many locations, how many nodes you're creating for your model. So don't forget to change this as well. Now that I updated my data, like I changed this constant and also pasted my own model here, I'm going to build again. And by the way, if you choose to create a different file, different header, because in my case I wanted to directly paste my model here, but in case you wanted to create another file, please don't forget to change it here in the makefile, okay? Replace it here, because it's going to give you some linking errors, okay? So let's build again. Here we go. Okay, the build was successful. Now let's flush. Now let's monitor. Here we go, we got the error. Congrats. I think it's about SOFTMAX. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's about SOFTMAX. Look at this. Now what you're going to do, you're going to continuously check for the missing functions the way we did with SOFTMAX function. And then I will show you how to solve this, and then you will repeatedly check for it, build and flash again until you get your desired results. So we need this file. Let's go to tensorflow, light, and then micro, and then micro mutable resolver. Where are you? Here we go. Now here you can find all the functions needed. Okay, this is the first, add custom. Then you have absolute function, you have argmax, you have all the needed functions. Average pooling for CNN. So where is my dear SOFTMAX? Where are you? I think I missed it. Wait, here it is. So we're going to add this one, copy this and paste it above. To use those functions, we created this object. So we need to change this. Actually, we just copy and paste this one. Wait, this is add SOFTMAX. Now I'm going to copy and paste these. And now I'm going to use add SOFTMAX function instead of fully connected. So that's all you need to do. Of course, don't forget to change the number of operators. Well, in my case, I needed more than just SOFTMAX function. I needed to add these two. So as I told you earlier, just keep repeatedly checking for your functions, okay? And don't forget to change the number here. Always keep building, flashing, monitor, and check for the missing function. Go back to your code and add it the same way we did for SOFTMAX. Now let's try to build again. Now after building, flashing, and monitoring once again, I finally got rid of that error. As you can see, I no longer have the missing opcode for any function, whether it's SOFTMAX or QUANTIZE or whatever. We finally got rid of this. Now why I'm having this 0 value? Because as I said earlier, my code, my model is not a regression, it's a multi-class classification, which is not the case for this hello world. So I need to keep customizing this hello world example to fit my model, which is what you're going to do anyway for your own model. As you can notice in this example, it's always printing and giving the output of the first node of the output layer, this one. Look at this array, 0. Why? Because it's a linear regression, so we only need one node. But in my case, since I have multi-class classification, I have multiple nodes in my output layer, and probably it's not predicting the first class, so I'm having a 0 here and the 1 is somewhere else, I don't know. So I need to keep customizing this to fit my model, and that's what you need to do as well for your own model. Finally, I hope this video helped you to solve these errors, how to get rid of this, and to finally customize this interesting code for your model. If you're working with simple tabular data, I advise you to work on this hello world example. It is much better than person detection and micro speech. So thank you for watching and good luck in your project.